G'day everybody, it's David from Dads Are Equal. I had a few problems before posting on the YouTube. Apparently my videos ran out of time, so I've just downloaded a new application and I'm just working my way through being able to record full-length 10-minute videos on here, so bear with me. I'm not a computer expert and I'm learning. Well, look, I wanted to repost the postings I made the other day, and in which I was talking about an article from the Courier Mail. Now, the Courier Mail is a Brisbane newspaper, and I've got an article here I'm about to read from, dated Monday, November the 10th, and I'll just hold it up here. Custody laws hit children, says a judge. Now, I got given this newspaper on a plane, and I was looking around and watching all the fathers gasping and choking, and it's a pretty interesting article. So I just want to read it to you. So bear with me as I look at read at the same time, sort of thing. Okay. In our first of our special series on the legal issues affecting Australian families, Matthew Fines Clinton reports on 50-50 custody orders. So I'm just giving credence here to the author of the article, so I'm not doing anything wrong by copyright. Landmark laws that promote equal parenting time for separated couples are damaging children, lawyers and psychologists claim. Very controversial, first line, damaging children, 50-50 custody laws. Brisbane-based former court judge Tim Carmody has branded the push towards shared parental responsibility and 50-50 parenting time a failure. He says the onus to apply equal shared parenting orders was part of the reason he resigned from the bench. It created a real crisis for me, said Mr. Carmody. I just couldn't keep doing it. The orders appear to fly in the face of exceptions to the legislation, such as family violence, or when equal time with parents is not reasonably practical. Melbourne child psychologist Jennifer McIntosh, I'd like to meet this lady, said children in 50-50 care risk developing higher than average levels of sadness, anxiety, clinginess, and other mental health problems. She said equal time parenting could be especially damaging for children under 3. I recently had a case of a 2-year-old in a week about care whose parents couldn't even agree on what day centre the child went to, Dr. McIntosh said. They both work full-time, so the child not only goes between 2 houses, but 2 daycare centres. The fragmentation of this little boy was significant, she said. Mr. Carmody, who has returned to the private bar after serving the family court for 5 years, said only 5% of couples continue to trial after filing to the courts over child custody. They amounted to the most hostile of marriage or de facto breakouts. Probably many of you who are on here and are subscribing to this channel are certainly part of that. You know, the very high conflict parental situations. Yet under the Family Law Amendment Shared Parental Responsibility Act, judicial orders for these couples must apply a presumption that equal shared parental responsibility is in the best interest of the child. The changes introduced by the Howard government in 2006. Good on you, Mr. Howard, for having the guts to stand up for dads. The country's never been the same since you left. There's a little political throw for you while I'm at it. Concerns about absent fathers mean both parents are legally bound to jointly attempt to make major long-term decisions about their children's care, welfare and development. 50-50 parenting time is not automatic, but when equal shared parental responsibility is imposed, Mr. Carmody says the court is required to favourably consider a further order that the child spend equal time with each of the parents. These amendments were flawed because highly conflicted formal partners never cooperated on decisions, Mr. Carmody said. He called for a non-presumptive best interest-based solution. In most cases, now here, get ready for this, that would be in a single principal place of residence, with children spending more time with mothers than fathers, Mr. Carmody said. Now, isn't it interesting that straight away we're talking about the kids spending more time with the mum than the dad? Why doesn't it say spending more time with the fathers than the mothers? Why is the mother assumed to be the best parent? We live in a country where men and women are equal. In my industry, men and women are treated equally. I believe Australia should have a female Prime Minister. I'm very pro-female, absolutely. I believe we all should have the same rights. But here we've already got a throwback to the presumption that the woman is the better parent. Now, I don't agree with this at all. Anyway, I'm going to make another posting shortly about the continuation of this article in the same newspaper, and again I'm quoting the Courier Mail, the Brisbane Courier Mail newspaper, Monday, November the 10th, 2008. It really, really troubles me that Australia's working towards a society where we've got equality. We don't discriminate on race, sex, religious beliefs, all these things. And hey, I'm all for that, as long as we're protecting the culture of Australia, which I think is very, very important, and we can never let that go. But in family law, we've got a situation where, they're talking again about the mother being a better parent. Now, for you dads out there that are subscribing to this channel, I know you feel my pain. We've got a lot of mums out there that subscribe to my channel as well. Hi to you, and thank you for your support. This channel has never been about bagging out men or women. That's not what we're about. We're about a child having equal rights to both parents. That's what it's about. And I don't believe we should live in a world where there's an automatic assumption that the woman or the man is the better parent. The system may be flawed, Mr. Carmody, and I know you've probably seen a lot more of the tail end of it than I have, but in my eyes, we've got to run with a system where a child has the opportunity to grow up to know both parents in an equal and fair way and without the fear of alienation. What is the alternative? Okay, we have a child grow up with one parent, and dads or mums seeing the kids 2 days a fortnight like we used to have before the new Howard laws came in. Again, good on you, Mr. Howard. And then we have a whole nation of alienated dads or mums who grow up without the ability to love or care for their children, the longingness in their heart to see and be part of their children's life, and we've lost a whole generation. I know many of you out there carry a lot of sadness because you can't be with your kids. You love your kids, you want to be with your kids, you want to show them love and support, and you want to be an active part of their life. You've accepted your situation as a separated parent. That's long over and done and dusted, but you just want to be in your kid's life and you're being restricted and stopped. I don't think that's right. From the child's end, why should we be denying children the love of its parents when parents want to be with the children? Sure, both parents want to be with the children. I can understand that in many cases. The best solution then is 50-50. It seems that the author of this article here in the Courier Mail doesn't agree with that. He's saying that we need to revert back to the old system. I'm sorry, sir, I totally disagree with you. And for those of you that want to pass a view on it, his email address is QuintonM for Mike at QNP, that's Queensland Newspapers, .newslimited.com.au. You might like to drop him a line and let him know there's a lot of dads out there that and mums that don't agree that single parenting is the way to go. Dads are equal. Stay tuned.